Well, I take vitamin C and lemon balm and whiskey.
Well, I start the day with a good hot breakfast.
안녕하세요. 소설 쓰는 시인 사진작가 신현림입니다. 지금 감기 앓고 계시는 분들이 많이 있을 것 같아요. 그래서 1959년 영국 시민들의 독감 치료법에 대해서 여러분들한테 뒤에 영상을 놔드리고 여기 읽어드릴게요. 사람들은 자신들만의 노하우 내지는 전통적인 방법이나 민간요법을 이용해서 독감을 이겨내고 있었습니다. 병원에 가서 백신을 맞거나 치료제를 먹는 것밖에 모르는 현대인들보다 훨씬 똑똑하다고 할 수 있겠습니다. 스마트폰과 인터넷이 없던 시절이기 때문에 세뇌되거나 스스로 생각하는 능력이 거세당할 일은 없었을 것입니다. 가짜 약물 의학에 속아서 스스로의 몸을 망치는 일을 그만두어야 합니다. 이 민간요법이 굉장히 저는 중요하다고 봅니다. 한번 영국인들의 민간요법, 인터넷과 스마트폰이 있기 전에 그 민간요법으로 어떻게 독감 치료를 했는지 같이 한번 보시죠. 들어가시면 좋아요, 구독, 알람으로 응원해주셔야 돼요. 고맙습니다.
Well, I take vitamin C and lemon balm and whiskey.
Well, I start the day with a good hot breakfast. Porridge, eggs and bacon, and a drop of whiskey in tea.
You can defy the virus then,
Ah, very good.
What about you, madam?
I believe in a good breakfast, but I also believe if you have got the flu, rinse your inside out with continually with boiled water, about 4 or 5 half-pint glasses a day, boiled water.
Well, my remedy for flu is to get a small Spanish onion, chop it up finely, and put some brown sugar over it and a little vinegar. And then when it's into a syrup, take a spoonful before you go to bed. It's a very good remedy.
Well, I'm a great believer in whiskey. I'm like the Scotchman. I believe in a drop of whiskey warm, and it sort of cures the germs.
I think boiled onions is a marvellous idea.
What's your recipe?
A jolly good hot rum punch and a jolly good sweat and stuff in bed till it's all over. Right.
Well, my mother recommends an old sweaty sock with salt round your throat, good pullover, and a good hot water bottle, and sweat it out. And then if you feel that you're not going to spread germs around, then get up.
Well, I think it's quite a simple ailment to deal with. I take a jolly good dose of salts and let nature do the rest.
Well, the best way that we find, and the only way, is the use of elderflower wine. If you take a good glassful tonight and you go to bed and you sweat it out, you know, and you're all right in a day too.
Well, there is a good cure in mustard and lard, and you rub the two well together and get a good blend in, and then after it's really, I don't know how to do it, but my father does it.
But does he eat it or does he rub it into his chest?
Rub it on your chest in the front and back.
Oh.
And it is a good cure.
I see. How about you? Have you got a good cure?
Goose grease, you can rub that on your chest, you know, after you've been cooking a goose, and then keep the grease and rub it on your chest.
A large sheet of brown paper and cut it to go under the arms.
Yes.
And you warm it first and get hot, warm goose grease. So as and spread mustard over the brown paper first.
Yes.
Get warm goose grease, which most people have got in the house. You spread it over the mustard on the paper to avoid any burning of the skin.
I see.
And should inflammation be setting in, as the doctor says it does sometimes, you boil elderflower and give the patient a dose of the elderflower water.
I see. But then do you go to bed with this on, this
yes,
brown paper?
Yes, and the goose grease avoids it from burning.
Oh. Don't you find it a bit messy?
Oh, well, you've got to spread that. You've got to put up with that, haven't you?
Well, if I feel as if the flu is coming on me, I take a nice big tumbler full of hot lemonade, put in about 3 teaspoonfuls of rum, 2 aspirins, get into bed, cover myself up well, tie the stocking that I've been wearing on my feet, one of them around my throat with a safety pin, and stay in bed and sweat it out. And in the morning, change my pajamas and stay in the bed. And then again, I do it again, and that's once in the afternoon, once again at night. And I find in 3 days' time, I'm cured.
What do you find is the best way to cure the flu?
Well, just think that you haven't got it, and to, better than that, boil onion.
Yes.
And just leave it go cool, warm, just cool it for drinking, and drink it up, and that's it. And just don't be languid about, just get out of it and work it off yourself. That's the only thing that, well, I've still got it now and I'm still about.
You've got flu now, have
Yeah.
you? Well, in that case, I won't keep you another minute. Thank you.